What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. The YouTuber, the FM YouTuber that no one really wanted to come back is back, and we are back with the Elite Journeyman, my take on a Journeyman series. Yes, some ideas have been taken from Loki Doki. You can slew me in the comments if you want, that is fine. But hopefully now I've got Elgato. I've got a lot better with Elgato because I've been using it on FPL today a lot for streams. Because I'm better with that, I'm hoping I can record it a lot live and just put videos out quicker and better, and hopefully do a really good series for you guys and hopefully win some trophies, because we came a bit short with West Ham and we didn't quite get AFC Wimbledon all the way to glory last time we played Football Manager, which was 5 months ago. But hopefully we can win some trophies with some of the best teams in Europe in this Elite Journeyman. We are starting off as Ajax, as you should have seen with the intro. And before I get into the rules, I just want to say welcome back to anyone that is coming back to the channel. Thank you for being so patient. If you are going to give me another go on Football Manager, hopefully we can keep the momentum going and keep growing. And I do want you guys to try this game or this set of rules for Football Manager as well. I haven't actually touched Football Manager that much, so I'm not sure how good I'll be. But the rules are as follows. We have a max of 3 years at a club before we have to start looking at another job. That is kind of based off of Mourinho. He seems to have this tendency of spending 3 years at a club, being very successful in the second season. Not that that is a set in stone rule with him, but it's kind of based off of that. If I win the league title, I must start looking for another job. It doesn't mean I have to move, but I need to start looking for another job in one of the leagues in Europe that I have uploaded into the game, and I have to try and get a job somewhere else to win a different league title. And the final rule is I cannot take a job at the previous winners of the league. So for example, if I manage to win the league with Ajax and I start looking for a job and Manchester City job comes up, but Manchester City won the league the season before I'm looking for a job, then I cannot take that Manchester City job. It has to be someone that didn't win the league the year before I joined them. Other than that, there are no set rules. I have loaded up the game without letting me make any transfers. The budgets, the teams are all going to stay the same until the January transfer window. I just felt like that would add a little bit of realism. I have made my manager already, and I did record a whole intro with me picking my manager and starting the game, and I managed to delete it. So already a great start to this series, but hopefully we will get some momentum with the series now. We are starting off with our first game to qualify for the Champions League, but first of all, let's have a look at the side. Okay, so before we look at the side I've actually built so far, I have played some friendlies. I was going to record the first friendly and put that on the channel, but again I deleted it like an idiot. But I have made my manager one level below the best at everything, just so I can hopefully get the big jobs, because the Elite Journeyman is me meant to be going to the big clubs and hopefully winning trophies. So for instance, going to Portugal and being Porto or Benfica, going to Turkey and being Galatasaray, that sort of thing. So we are starting off with Ajax because of the PSV Patrol. I have a bit of an affliction. I have a bit of an affinity for the Dutch League. So we're starting off with Ajax now, and we have built a 4-3-3 formation, which can kind of also look like a 4-2-3-1 if that centre mid was a bit further forward. The team we've got is the team that you start off the game with, which is Benjamin van Leer in goal. But I believe that is because Andre Onana picked up an injury, so he's been off for a bit. We've got Luis Oregelou, probably saying that so wrong, Joel Veitman, Matthias de Ligt, Mitchell Dykes, Donny van der Beek, Frankie de Jong, Sim de Jong, Hakim Ziyech, Casper Dolberg, and Klaas Jan, or however you say it, Huntelaar. We've got Huntelaar up front. That's the team we're starting off the season with. Hopefully we can do a good first half of the season with this side, because we're not making any transfers. I do have to pick my bench, and we are playing FCSB from the Romanian First League, so ideally we should be winning this one. As far as the rest of the team goes, there are some names to mention here. This guy here, unfortunately, he did collapse during the game during pre-season in real life about 5 months ago, maybe a bit before, a bit after. Unfortunately, it looks like his career is going to be over. At the moment, he isn't very responsive still. However, he did apparently smile when a ball was put on his chest. So thoughts go out to the Nori family and the Ajax fans and all the people that have worked with Nori and Nori himself. a very sad state of affairs because he was a player with a lot of potential, and unfortunately this event has happened in his life, and it's going to take a while for everyone to get over this, and of course Nori might not. So thoughts go out to his family and him. Hopefully he recovers and manages to get some semblance of his life back. But other than him, we have the likes of Carol Eating, Maximum Wobber, Nick Vergraver, Daly Singraven, Lassie Shon. We've got Dennis Johnson, Amin Younes, David Neres, Valklav Sherney, Justin Clivert, of course, and Matteo Cassiera. And the ones I'm hopeful of that I haven't put into the starting 11 are Daly Singraven. I think could be really good for us. I'd also think Neres and Cherney and Clivert could be very important players for this Ajax team, but we can't sell any of them yet either, so we are going to go into this game and into the first half of this first season with this squad. So with all of that being said, let's actually get into the game and see if we can book ourselves a place in the European Champions Cup, because if we don't, I'm going to be very disappointed with myself. As far as the tactic goes, I'm hoping this will have a very high line and be able to kind of force mistakes and press very well. I do have the offside trap set, which is worrying me, and I'm actually going to change my central defenders. I don't want them to be ball-playing defenders. So we're going to set the formation like this. The idea is with this many back, hopefully they shouldn't get too far forward, and we should really camp in their own half and hopefully make them make mistakes and then score with the likes of Huntelaar, Ziyech and Dolberg, with De Jong joining the attacks as well. I'm hoping for a lot from Donny van der Beek, in the Segunde Volante role, which is a new role in the game, and hopefully this will be a winning start to a fresh, brand new series on the channel. And by the way, all that Disaronno I poured in the intro, it's actually in this cup here, and I poured it into this glass here with some Pepsi. I wasn't going to waste Disaronno. I do love the new setup. The new setup is pretty slick. Got to understand, I've not actually touched Football Manager 2018 until this year, till 2018. So this is all new to me, but I do love how they've set up the view before you get into Team Talk. I'm not too big of a fan of the Team Talk system. I preferred the old way. We are at home, so I'm going to be assertive. I'm going to tell them I expect them to win. That's enough greens for me, so I'm not going to do any more Team Talk. Interview in the tunnel, and wow, they actually have like a tunnely area. We're about to take charge of your first match as Ajax manager. Can you sum up your feelings on an occasion like this? It's a special day. That seems like the most normal thing to say. And we'll get into the game. So here we go, boys. First game back on the channel, back in Football Manager. Hopefully this will be a winning start to our campaign. Okay, so far the most boring 5 minutes of Football Manager history. But we've got, I don't know how to say his name, Dijks. I feel like I should be saying Dix, because I'm imagining the J is silent, but I don't really want to be calling a player Dix when that's not his name. As Van der Beek with the shot, Van der Beek just puts it wide, but a good start, decent chance there for Van der Beek from the Segunde Volante role. I'm probably saying that wrong as well, but putting the effort in at least. Okay, Dolberg cutting in, takes a shot, great save by their keeper Sasu. That's exactly what I want Dolberg to be doing though, cutting inside and taking a shot with his right foot. He's set his inside forward, so hopefully he will be making the most of his opportunities cutting inside. As we have it at Huntelaar, Huntelaar shoots and Sasu has saved that as well. We are definitely getting chances on their goal. Ziyech with the ball into the box. It's unfortunate. Ziyech is set as a Ramdeuter. He's meant to investigate the space. I don't want him to necessarily always cut inside. I want him to kind of make the decision himself if he should stay wide or cut inside. Whereas Dolberg, because of his finishing, because he's kind of a striker as well, I want him to be cutting inside and taking shots with his right foot. Ziyech takes a shot. It's blocked. We are getting plenty of chances. We've got a 50% shot accuracy rate so far, which is decent. as Van der Beek puts the ball in. I mean, ideally, with Ajax, there should only be 2 teams that can stop me from winning the league. And that's PSV and Feyenoord. Maybe another team will pop up. But hopefully we can start off in winning ways and get our reputation up. So we can look to try and get jobs with the same manager at some of the other big clubs in Europe. It may take winning the title twice. So we will adapt to the game as we go if it's just completely not working. Or you know what, maybe I do just have to take some lower ranked jobs just to get my reputation up so I can start moving club to club and collecting trophies. But not the best starters. Harlem Gonorrhea. It's probably gone here. It's like J&O at the beginning there, but with a G for gate. Anyway, yeah, he scored. So we're 1-0 down. We've dominated. We've had decent chances, but 1 shot by them, 1 goal. Thank God I brought a drink in. Anyway, Ziyech plays it to Van der Beek. Van der Beek with a shot from distance, and again it is saved by Sasu. Van der Beek liking those long shots. Ziyech now is headed out by Gonorrhea. Or Gno here. No here. Because Gnome is G-N-O, isn't it? So is it no here? Words with J-N-O. Dix. I think that's how you say his name. De Jong. Into Sim De Jong. It's falling back to Frankie De Jong. Donny Van der Beek. Plays it back to Frankie De Jong. Van der Beek now. Skips past 1. Goes out wide. Plays it to Oreliju. Really got to learn his names. De Jong, nice and patient here. Dolberg could play it through if he just turned. Van der Beek. Back to De Jong. De Jong shoots. What on earth happened there? But it's a free kick, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I'd have taken it because I need a goal. It looks like we're going to go into half-time 1-0 down against the Romanian team that I've never heard of. Football Club Sporting. There's a lot of words I could say would be there that I'm not going to say. Sim De Jong back to Frankie, to Van der Beek, forward to Ziyech. Ziyech's now out wide. What's he going to do with the ball? Plays it back to Van der Beek. A lot is going through Van der Beek as he plays it into Sim De Jong. Sim De Jong shoots. Can we beat this Sasu keeper, please? Just once. I mean, ideally twice, because I'm assuming this is a 2-leg game. But it's not started off great, has it? Half time and we are down. They had 2 shots on target. We had 9 shots, 5 shots on target. Possession 56-44. Team analysis: we retain possession well in central areas in the middle third of the pitch. Struggle for possession in the opposition's half. Have hardly conceded any free kicks. Natsu won back possession more than any other player on the team. Is he one of mine? I don't know who that is. Oh no, that's the other team, isn't it? Because Gonia lost possession more than any other player. Moved well into attacking third on the pitch from central areas. Best performers. Ours is Donny Van der Beek at the moment. Our worst performers by the look of it is Klaas van Huntelaar. I do think I need a more mobile striker up top. Team talk. We're going to be assertive and tell them where's the passion, because I was not impressed with that first half performance. And then I've got to learn what all these buttons mean. But I think this one is team talk, and we're going to tell them to get creative and hope that we can create something and score a goal. Otherwise, this is the most underwhelming start to a journeyman, especially when I start at a club like Ajax as well. Van der Beek's picked up and taken a shot from distance again. If we can get his shots from distance up, maybe he'd have scored one of these, but he's had a lot of them, isn't he? Alright, Sasu now. Plays it forward to Scapalou. Can we... Where's the pressing? There's the pressing. Dix gets the ball. Out to Dolberg. Dolberg cuts inside. Plays it to Van der Beek. Oh, Van der Beek loses possession, but it's alright because Delete picks it up. Orejula plays it inside to Frankie de Jong. To Van der Beek. Plays it out wide to Dolberg. Dolberg with a great run and a rubbish shot. What on earth? You do all of that just to really disappoint me. Okay, it's no here, or no here. I struggle to say my own players' names, so why am I trying to say some Romanian players' names? The Shelton Benjamin lookalike, basically. That's what I'm going to call him from now on for the rest of this game. The Gold Standard, that was his nickname, wasn't it? Alright, we're going to make a substitution. Huntelaar can come off for Kluivert. Shall I swap Kluivert with Dolberg? Dolberg's not doing awful, so we will. Ziyech's also doing horrible, so we're going to give it to Neres, because Neres has done well when I've played him out wide during friendlies, and we're going to leave it at that. And hopefully the boys can do something, because I may need to actually change something in the tactics as well. We're going to go to attacking, and because we've upped the mentality, we are going to lower the tempo just slightly. We're going to confirm changes, and hopefully we'll press them back even more and force them to make a mistake. I mean, that's the plan. If it comes to fruition is another matter. Alright, De Jong on the free kick. He takes it, just doesn't score, and Neres can't put it past Sasu. Good free kick from Frankie De Jong. I wasn't expecting him to be on it, but not a bad attempt. Van der Beek picks it up just outside the box, plays it into Kluivert. Can't quite get it to him. It's just going all over the place now. This is starting to become a messy game, but so far it's 60 minutes in. They've got an away goal. They're also winning, so we really need to grab a goal. And that was almost something spectacular, but we've hit the crossbar. Okay, Sasu out wide to Potokalovka. We got another Romanian player. Dix wins the ball. De Jong to Kluivert. Kluivert inside to Van der Beek. Van der Beek tries a long ball. Doesn't work out for him, but Weitman picks it up to Frankie De Jong. To Van der Beek. Van der Beek forward to De Jong. To Dolberg. Dolberg back to De Jong. David Neres. We've hit the post. What more do we have to do? What more do we have to do, boys? We've now got 20 minutes to do something. Come on. Are we really going to lose? I played this game because I thought I could smash it. So this isn't going to be the best start to a Journeyman ever. Or the best start to an Ajax save ever, considering I'm Ajax. We got 10 minutes to make something happen. Not that I think overload will actually do anything, but I just feel like I have to click something. Because this is disappointing, to say the least. 18 shots. We've been winning the possession battle. Only 6 shots on target, though. Whereas they've had very few shots on target. Very few shots, but all of them have been on target. Come on, they've got to make a mistake. There we go. No, we've not won the ball. You watch, we're going to get countered here. Alright, Elite has picked the ball up. Van der Beek. Oraju. Over the top. Great ball over the top to Dolberg. Oh, Dolberg. Are you kidding me? You're meant to be one of my best players. That was shocking. Oh, I kind of wish I left the transfer window open. Because so far, what I've seen is my strikers are rubbish. Right, Dix to De Jong. Can we get a last-minute equaliser? Oh, David Neres with an unlucky deflection. Van der Beek with a shot from distance. Where's the ball? Keeper saved it. You know what? I'm going to drink from this. Just going to drink the stuff straight. That wasn't that nice, to be fair, but I need to chase it. Chase it, which is something my team should have been doing, trying to chase this victory, as Elite plays it forward to Frankie de Jong. De Jong out wide to Kluivert. Kluivert inside forward, cuts inside. Van der Beek tries to play it over the top. I think Dolberg may have been offside there. Yeah. It's over, boys. We're going to have to win away. If it is a two-leg thing. I'm pretty sure it's a two-leg thing. Which I'll probably bring you this episode, you know what, to be fair. I'm not sure how long I've been recording for. 22 minutes, apparently. Ouch. Maybe I won't bring it for this episode. Because we did do quite a long intro. But I will let you all see me absolutely tell them that was not good enough. Because that was disappointing, to say the least. You know what? As it is the first episode ever, we will do the next leg, just so you guys know what actually happens. So I'll see you for that game. Okay, so we go into the second leg, and I've hopefully put the highlights on key, because that last game took a little bit too long. We lost 1-0 in the last leg at home. We need to get a performance and a result in this one, or we are not playing in Europe this season, which will make the first season go a bit quicker, but that's not really what we're going for. We're going for trophies. We will swap Benjamin Van Leer today for Onana, who is our top first number one goalkeeper, top first number one. Other than that, we might put Sean in for Sim de Jong, and I'm going to give everyone else another go at their position. We've gone to standard and upped the tempo, and hopefully that will have a positive effect on the match result, because we are away now, we're not at home, and I've heard that winning away is a lot more difficult this season, or this Football Manager, so I'm going to try and at least take that into account and hopefully get something out of this game. Okay, so we are away. We have kicked off. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we do not make an absolute hash of this and get knocked out of Europe already. Okay, Sean's just kicked the ball into Van der Beek. And they're passing it around very nicely. And I don't know if this is jittery for you guys, but it looks like it's a bit jittery for me. Hopefully that will smooth itself out. And no here, plays it out wide, and there's no one there. That could have been really bad. Why is it jumping so much, lagging so much? Anyway, fingers crossed for a better second leg, because we need it. At the moment, we have had more shots than them. We're the only ones with a shot on target so far. We are also just about winning the possession battle, but we are not getting any highlights, which is why I put it on extended, was because I wanted you guys to watch stuff. I put it on key because extended was for too long, and now we're not getting any highlights at all. So I think, you know what, I'm going to put it back on extended, because otherwise you guys are just watching a bar go across the screen. Van der Beek with a shot off target in the 31st minute. We've got Schoen on a free kick. Schoen takes it. That was a bit of a zippy along the floor free kick. That had some zip on it. Some swaz. That's what the youngsters call it nowadays, isn't it? Swaz. Swaz techers. We're going to go in at half-time still 0-0. This is not looking good. Or it could be even worse, to be fair. Seriously, boys. Seriously. We are not going to have Europe this year. Our finishing has been dreadful. I don't know what it is, but even in the friendly that I played between these two fixtures that you're watching, our finishing has been absolutely terrible. Like, just, it would be nice to get some shots on target. Just make the keeper save some of them. 9 shots, 2 on target. They've had 4 shots, had 2 on target. I don't necessarily think too many of my shots are coming from distance, but I mean, we don't have work the ball into the box, but ideally I don't want them to have to be telling them that. I want them to just, the way the game plays, they should be getting the ball close to the goal anyway. At least that's what I was hoping. Come on, boys. We need at least 1 goal. Let's get penalties. That would be a nice first episode. Okay. I do think my front 3 are too far away from the midfield. Maybe Van der Beek needs to be on attack. Get forward a bit more from his Segunda Volante role. Maybe I need to change it to a 1 back and 2 midfielders. The idea was they'd be pressing high anyway, though. But that's not working the way I want it to. Texera with the cross. No one on Florican. Fortunately, his shot from distance is pretty poor. I was about to change something with the tactics, but we'll watch this highlight play out. And then we'll have a little fiddle. That sounds dodgy, but we'll have a little fiddle anyway. Alright, so we're going to go tactics. I'm going to try put so we will play shown as an advanced playmaker on attack, and we'll play box to box on support. See if that does anything. Because I feel like there's too much distance between my midfield and my front 3, which, I mean, I'm getting chances, I can see that, but they're obviously not goal scoring opportunities, because 11 shots, 2 on target. And now some of that is down to my strikers' poor finishing right now. But I think also, just from what I've seen, there's too much of a gap between my midfield and my attacking players. As Van der Beek wins the ball here, hopefully now we're going to get enough people forward. As Van der Beek keeps running down the wing, plays it inside to, oh, Ziyech, you did nothing with that, did you? I was really hopeful then. And that's a ball over the top, which looks very worrying. If Neres and Kluivert perform better this game, they're starting the next one. Ball over the top. Tourné hits the crossbar. Jeez Louise. We could be 2-0 down in the 2 legs. 1-0 down in this game. Blimmin' heck, Wietmann with a diving header into a shot. Now Dix is coming forward. Go on, Dix. Get a good ball into the box. Neres. Get in, we needed that. Hopefully that is my tactic paying off. Potentially we've come on to a winner. Dix coming forward, finds Neres, who... Neres looked good in the last game when I brought him on as well, so Neres may have to play on the right. We may have to figure out something else for Ziyech. Because we needed that goal. And he delivered. We cannot complain about what he's done since we brought him on. Right, can we go and get a second? We've got half an hour now. The game now has taken a turn for the positive. So, fingers crossed. As Schoen gets the ball. Schoen comes forward to Dolberg. Dolberg will play it out wide to Dix. Dix into Frankie de Jong. To Van der Beek. To Neres, who takes a shot from distance. I'd have preferred it. I'd have preferred it if he'd tried to pass it to someone. But I can't have a go at you, Neres. You've not even been on the pitch that long, and you're my second best player at the moment. So I can't complain, can I? Okay, we have another played it out. Schon's played a free kick out to Van der Beek. Van der Beek takes a shot from distance, as usual. And it is wide. Come on, boys. Elite has been playing brilliantly. 7.9. Alright, they've got the ball in their own half though, so I'm hoping we might be able to force a mistake here. Doesn't look like we're going to force a mistake though, unless we win it around the halfway line. This is where they're going to score most likely. Get my hopes up. Football Manager hasn't changed, has it? It gets your hopes up and then it dashes them. Is that my right back just making a darting run forward for no reason? Right, Florican into the box. Great save by Onana. Oh, Nana. You have saved my bacon. I'm glad I brought you into the team. Frankie de Jong now with the cross. Plays it to Van der Beek. Van der Beek to Neres. To Dolberg. Dolberg! What is wrong with your right foot, Dolberg? Seriously, are you wearing a spoon on your foot? Right, Neres. Dolberg's about to get dropped or sold or something. I can't even sell him, but Dolberg's been dreadful. Van der Beek now. To Schoen. That was his shot. Has Football Manager made players worse at shooting? Is this to stop getting ridiculous scorelines or something? Because like that's terrible as well. I mean, I know I'm not Premier League here, but like some of these guys Premier League clubs are looking at. If they're playing Football Manager, they won't be looking at them much longer. Seriously. Every time Dolberg's got through, he's looked utter rubbish. I mean, this is going to be a very long episode, so if you're still watching, thank you so much for staying with me into this second leg. It looks like it's going to go to extra time, the way this is going. As much as I wanted to keep this under 30 minutes, that looks very, very unlikely, doesn't it? But we could be in for an epic penalty shootout, potentially. You never know. But Dolberg has had so many chances to win this. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Seems demotivated. You should be. Have you been watching your own finishing? I'd be demotivated. What the hell is demotivated? What I might do is, you know what? Because I have high hopes of Dolberg as like the star man of this team. I mean, he's falling very, very short of achieving that at the moment. But we could try putting Dolberg up front and then bringing someone on to play inside forward. So if we do this... Actually, we've already brought Kluivert on. Kluivert can play inside forward, so let's just try that out and see what that does. I mean, it's not doing much at the moment, is it? Delete with a great tackle. Delete has been on fire. Kluivert has come back to pick up the ball. Van der Beek now has it to Schoen, to Kluivert. Kluivert, again, running forward with the ball. Plays it out wide to Dolberg, who's drifted out wide, even though I've told him to be the striker. Van der Beek now has it. Van der Beek plays it out wide to Orejula. Orejula to De Jong. De Jong to Van der Beek. Come on, let's build something here. Let's stop it from going to penalties. Schoen, now to Neres, to Dolberg. Out wide to Dix. Dix, can he put a ball in? Kluivert, go on Kluivert. It may have worked. Is Kluivert better as the inside forward and I should play Dolberg up front? Because if that's the case, we'll do it. It looks like we're changing to a more classic 4-3-3 with the way this game has gone since I've made that change. Nice little flick up by Dix and Kluivert with the left-footed volley, and we are 2-0 up. Come on. And that's 2 away goals. So even if they score now, we should still go through. So thank God I decided to record the next game. Unless we concede now, and then I'm going to be nail biting. That's a decent ball over the top to Teixeira, who does keep it in. And that was Dolberg coming back for the clearance. Schoen has hit it over the top to Neres. Neres is free. Neres can't finish his dinner. Damn it. That would have been nice. I'd have felt comfortable. I'd have felt very, very comfortable if Neres could have put that away. But that was a very quick and decisive counter-attack, so I'm quite pleased with that. Neres now can play it back up wide to Schoen. Schoen puts it into the box. That looks like a penalty. How is that not a penalty? He went through the back of him. Nice to see the refs are as good in real life as they are on Football Manager. All right. Taguja, I don't know. Why do I try? Schoen with the free kick. It hits the wall. Kluivert's going to pick it up out wide. He's going to try and play it to Schoen and lose his possession. That was a risky ball. I don't know why he's done that. Was definitely a bit worried there before it stopped the highlight. Now Schoen plays it to Van der Beek, who is open. Van der Beek again tries a long shot. Again, we see that animation where they diving header a ball that's been blasted at goal. Not sure you see that much in real life football, but you know what? They're working on it. The game has definitely, from the small amount I've played, the game has definitely had some improvements made to it since I played 2017. It's heading in the right direction, is what I believe from what I've seen so far. Does anyone need to come off? I mean, he's always tired. This guy's fitness just seems to be absolute rubbish. Alright, so there we go. We've made the change. I don't like putting Wietmann at right back, but he's my only other right back pretty much. I should probably train one of my players, one that I'm not going to be using a lot in a certain position, and train him as a right back. I'm not sure who to train there yet though. Alright, De Jong to Veltman to Schoen. Schoen with a shot from distance, it goes wide. Nice to see the finishing's improving. 27 shots, 8 on target. That's not the conversion rate I was really hoping for. I've just got to figure out where all the detailed stats are, so I can see where the majority of my shots are coming from. Because I know it's in here somewhere, but again, like I said, I've literally only got this game in 2018. Ball over the top, but that should be picked up by Dix, who's played well today, to be fair to him. Schoen tries the ball over the top to Dolberg. Dolberg's touch was poor, but Neres picks it up out wide. Neres plays it back to Veltman. Veltman inside to Schoen. Schoen plays it to Kluivert. Kluivert with a shot. Hits the defender. Not the best shot either, to be fair. The strikers, I don't think I've got anyone lethal. I don't think this tactic's made for Huntelaar, which is unfortunate. Because Huntelaar's a good striker, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the formation I'm playing clearly doesn't favour him. As Van der Beek picks up, and again with the... He's obviously got a tendency for that, so I may have to start training him to improve his long shots, because if he's going to keep doing it, I might as well make sure they're decent. We are coming up to the end of extra time, though, to be fair. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we are about to... Oh dear, Frankie de Jong, that looked a bit cynical. Hopefully we're about to see this game out. As this free kick's taken, the whistle is blown, and we have won the second game. Thank the Lord, we are not out of Europe. Okay, tell the team we appreciate their efforts. I will do, purely because we did okay. There we go. Sea of Green, as Loki Doki would call it. Yep, we overturn the first leg defeat. And we qualify. And they will see your Ajax team to the next round. It's on the competition. We've got a chance. I always say that. No, he was rubbish, wasn't he? Okay, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in to this first episode on Football Manager 2018. It was fun in the end when we managed to win the second leg, so it's been great having you guys back on the channel, watching me play Football Manager. Leave in the description down below any ideas you have for this series or anything you want me to try in this series, and I will take all your thoughts on board. Thank you so much for the support on the trailer, and now hopefully on this video. If you can hit that like button, it'd be amazing to get 10 likes on the first episode we do. I've been JNO, this has been JNO Gaming, and I don't have an outro off the top of my head, so have fun gaming, but I'll have to rethink that because I'm not sure what I'm doing on this channel, but we are doing Football Manager, I know that much, so stay tuned.